Welcome to Aquaponic Solution and Anders Farm. In today's video I want to show you a client system which is originally founded as a private system, but now it's a commercial operation, official commercial operation, selling also to restaurants and end customers. If you come in to the greenhouse, to the very small, easy greenhouse, you see the hydroculture, which the plants were planted 1.5 weeks ago. So they grew already enormous, like the customer told me, but it's quite late that he started this year. And here you have on the one side the aquaculture module, which we sell also, which is a very professional system. In the year before, he ran the system with the IBC system from us, which he built on his own. And the IBC system works perfectly fine, he says, but it's much more professional to work with this, especially if you sell to customers and you want to show the system. It's much cleaner and it's operated, it's totally failure safe. It's very stable. Next year he wants to run both systems in parallel because he has a high demand for fish for customers and he wants to just rise up his production amount. The water circulation, there's an overflow from the module here into this pipe which goes in the media bed. Down there the water flows into the media bed. The water flows through the media bed here to the sump tank where the pump is in the media bed. And here the water runs through this pipe to the top of the greenhouse and back. And here it goes on the one hand to the grow towers, which are not planted at the moment. On the other hand, it goes here back to the module over this pipe here, or hose here. And here there's a hose which goes into the NFT system, the strawberries, and runs back here through the deep water culture with kale, with onions, with salad. Here the water runs through the pipe over there to the media bed. In the media bed there's a pipe running at the very end of the media bed so that the water flows again to the media bed back to the pump. It's a little bit complicated. This is because he had the connection of the pipes from the IBC tank, and now he has it from the module, so it changed a little bit and he has longer ways now. But next year he wants to run both in parallel, so it will fit again very well. If we look at this module system, you can see here the fish tank. As said, he has 200 African catfish in here for 4 weeks now, but they grew already a lot. And he makes it very clever for this net, for the baby fish or for the smaller fish. If he feeds food into the net, some of the food will exit the net. And so he put some bigger fish in the bigger tank. So all food which goes out of the net is eaten by the bigger fish. And also the bigger fish, if there's a little sedimentation on the bottom of the tank, because the fish are still in the net, the bigger fish swirl them up and it goes into the filtration system. Normally you raise them like 2 months in the prefetch net and maybe 3 months in the big tank. And while you grow the bigger fish in the big tank, you can already stock smaller fish again in the prefetch net. From the fish tank, the water goes into the solids filtration. If we look at the solids filter, here the water enters and goes through brushes who filter faeces and food rest which is in the water. The solids are filtered out here. Then it goes here through a fine filtration. And this fine filtration has even an automatic cleaning system with air. I can open air and it bubbles through and gets the solids out of the filtration material. And from the fine filtration, it goes over to the moving bed biofilter. Here you can see the moving bed biofilter which does the biologic filtration. The fish gives ammonia to into the water, ammonia, and here there's a filter material, and this filter materials, there are bacteria converting ammonia to nitrate and nitrate to nitrate, and the nitrate goes through the hydroculture where the plants take up the nitrate, and the cleaned water comes back here. You can see the flow from the hydroculture system, and that's more than enough flow that the nutrition are coming to the plants and the water is cleaned by the system. So if I close the system now, I can feed the fish. I did feed the fish like 5 minutes ago because we made the same video in German already. So I'm not sure if they will now be so hungry anymore. So. And if you look here, it's just the food which I put in, but the water is very, very clear. It's just brownish because that's the way the African catfish wants the water. Here, one bigger one came. He wanted to bite me probably. And I can show you, if I take the prefetch net out, you will see how much fish there are. Yeah. So it's 200 African catfish, and I just closed the net because the net is swimming on its own. So that's basically the system. As said, he's producing 200 smaller fish here. The bigger fish are in here. So he can harvest after 5 months at least 400 kilo fish with one run. If he goes with both systems, he can probably run the system with up to 800 kilograms with one run, 6 months around. And the hydroculture system is quite small compared to the fish system. He even thinks about making the hydroculture system a little bit bigger, that it's more in balance. But you can also run this module as aquaculture alone without hydroculture. So the hydroculture is just for even better water quality. And the client has also the trickling filter, which comes with the module, but he doesn't have it in operation because it's not needed at the moment. Because the water quality is really, really high. The pH is quite low. It's around 6.0 pH. That is because of the nitrification, which runs really good. He used a little bit calcium carbonates to raise the pH, but he runs the system on a good pH. Normally, I would say the best pH for the system would be 6.2 to 6.4. It's better to run a system on a lower pH than on a higher pH. So 6.4, 6.3 is the optimal range for African catfish to run an aquaponic system. Thank you for watching our video, and see you next time at Aquaponic Solutions and Anders Farm.